What's going on, good people? This is your guy, Willie Cunningham, and I'm back again with another video. Today I wanted to talk about a question that I asked on Facebook, and you can take it how you want to take it. I didn't mention any names specifically. I just asked a question, and I'm going to look back and see what kind of responses I get. But the question that I asked on Facebook was, true or false? What's shown to you daily will eventually affect you. So I'm going to ask you all that. Is that true or false? What you're being shown daily, or even basically what you're exposed to, because you can hear it, you can see it, you can read it. Whether it's good or bad. I didn't say whether the thing that you're being exposed to is good or bad. I just said whatever you're exposed to on a daily basis will eventually affect your behavior. Is that true or false in your opinion? I can tell you right now from personal experience that it's true. It will affect you. Not only will it affect you, but it will affect those around you. So let me tell you this story. Years ago, it's been well over 10 years ago, when my nephew was probably 2 or 3 years old. He's about 16 now, so 14 years ago, something like that, 15 years ago, I used to smoke cigarettes, and I used to come visit my mom, and she knew I smoked. So I would smoke a cigarette. He'd be hanging around the house, and he would see me smoking. Yeah, I know it's bad for the little kids, but anyway, I did it. And I walked out of the room. Before I get too far ahead, it wasn't just one time that I smoked in front of him. You know, I could see him walking around, and he kind of looked up and watched me, and he didn't do anything. But weeks went by, maybe like a month or two later, I walked out of the room, then I walked back into the room, and I saw him putting up one of the cigarette butts in his mouth, and he was pretending to smoke like I did. And like I said, he didn't immediately do it when he first saw me doing it. He saw that it was a pattern, something that I did every day for whatever reason that influenced him, and he did it. Now, it's a sad story, but to this day he don't smoke, because I would always reinforce my behavior and say, you know, do what I say, not as I do. Terrible philosophy, but that's all I knew how to do at that time to, you know, convince him not to do that. But I want to share that and let you know from my own experience that it's true. Now, on the flip side, what if your kids saw you doing something like that? What if it wasn't cigarettes they saw you partake in? What if they saw you drinking one beer every day? What if they heard you curse somebody out once a day, every day? Men, if you're married, what if your kids saw you smack their mom, your wife, once a day, once every weekend, once a month? I saw that when I was a kid, and no, that's one habit that I did not pick up, and I'm thankful and glad to say that. But it very easily could have been. But I just knew how bad that made me feel, and I saw the look on my mom's face when my dad would beat her, take her money, and then disappear. Now, see, I got a lot of deep experiences that I don't want to share too much on here, but yeah, that happened. So getting back to my point, And I know, the president said something about, the kids and people in general, not just kids. It's because of video games that these shootings happen. Well, I don't think that it's just limited to video games. But I have to say that, right or wrong, whether you all like him or not, you gotta stop and ask yourself, okay, could that be true? Could the fact that some of these kids spend 10 plus hours shooting people on a video game, day in, day out, they eat while they're doing it, don't interrupt them while they're doing it, the parents can't ask them a question while they're playing that video game, and the more you kill, the more points you get, and the more points you get, the more certifications you get, the more deadly you are on that video game. I used to play those games, man. I used to smoke weed, and I used to sit there and get zoned out, and I felt like I was really in that game, shooting people, picking up guns, reloading, and all that. Listen, if I say something, it's from experience. I'm not just talking out the side of my mouth. I know what it feels like to be involved in that stuff. But it's not just games, it's movies too. You've seen the newest John Wick movie? There's 3 of them. In every last one of them, there's 1 million Glocks being shot off. It's men killing men. And then you wonder why you see young men committing all these violent acts. It's because us young men were being shown that crimes against men, and not just men, but just human beings. Don't matter the color, religion, political party they claim, it don't matter. It's a deeper issue than media. It's really a sin problem. And don't be surprised to hear me say that, because my channel is first and foremost a spiritual channel. But it's sin that's running wild and crazy. And then now we got different ways that we're being shown this stuff, and it's right in our face, but they paint pretty pictures. They give us good music. They make the situation, the circumstances just right to where we see it enough that it don't bother us. On Yahoo News, Google News, every day, every week, you hear just a terrible story after a terrible story. 4-year-old, 5-year-old boy, girl got killed by their mom. Mom chopped up the kid in pieces and threw him in a body bag, threw him in a trash bag. Like, they tell you the worst news you could possibly think of being done, and then it's to little innocent kids. They can't scream for help. They don't know what's going on, man. It's just terrible. It's sad. They do these things to desensitize you, to control your mind. You don't think there's a hidden agenda behind all this stuff? I do. Like the old timers used to say, I might be crazy, but I ain't stone crazy. Anyway, y'all give me some feedback. What's your thoughts on it? I'm open to hear some discussions. So if you watched the video this far, please hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video. Till next time, God bless. Peace.